Gang of bloodshed, boss, go and look it up. And I ain't trying to be a tough guy, and I ain't trying to be a martyr either. And I ain't got the kill me complex. I just want to be just like Jesus. When it's my time to go, I want to die with grace. I want to die with faith, knowing that I'm about to see his face. Want to be filled with the spirit and no longer fear.
Yo, what's going on, family? Welcome to K.O.G's 100 show, where we have real topics, real talk about a very real Christ. My name is Nick. A song you was just banging out to was Thistles, Take My Life, featuring Flame and Jay Son off his album King Without a Crown. That thing go hard in the paint. Look, now y'all tired of all the formalities, so let's get to it. So, first of all, for you guys that don't know what holla means, let me introduce you to something. It's called the internet. Nah, I'm just playing, man. This is an educational program, so you're going to see it roll across the screen somewhere in a moment. But anyway, the question is, can you holler at church? And, you know, all my life I was raised to think, no, you cannot holler at the church. You know, because church is only for worshiping God and focusing on God. And anytime you're doing anything outside of that, man, you're wrong in some sort of way, whatever. So I was talking to my partner one day, and we was just going over the whole idea of that. And, you know, a question just sparked in my mind, like, why? Well, why can't we? So, you know, I took that thing to prayer, and, of course, God responded. He said, hey, go to the book. So I'm going to the book, man. I'm flipping through the pages, and the first thing he brings me up on is Genesis chapter 2 and 18, where he said, it's not good for man to be alone. You know, he created Eve and everything. And, you know, before that, everything else was good except that. So I was like, all right, cool. It's good for me to have a companion. You know, it's good. God said it's good. So I kept on flipping through the book, and I got to Proverbs chapter 18:22, where it talks about, hey, a man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. So now I'm thinking like, all right, well, I got to find this companion. So where am I going to look for this companion at? Now, before they told me like, hey, you come to church, you need to be focused on God, nothing else. So where are my other options? I got school, work, street, the club, POF. But anyway, and we know believers are not in mass quantities or groups, you know, in these places, if at all at times. So I was flipping through the book again, you know, I got to 1 Kings chapter 11, where it talks about Solomon, the king of Israel. And Solomon had a problem, man. He loved some women. He loved some women. This dude had 700 wives. But see, the problem was that God told him, like, hey, man, you need to stay within inside Israel and find a wife, because you going out to these foreign lands finding these women, they're going to turn your heart away from me. But, you know, Solomon didn't listen, you know, and ultimately he got his kingdom snatched away from him. So I was like, what does that mean? All right, well, maybe it'll be better for me to hunt for like-minded people, believers, you know, where there are mass groups of believers. For example, the church. So in conclusion, it's okay to holler in the church. God says it's good, you know. He kind of encourages it. I think what happened in the past is that, you know, some people had the wrong motives and intentions, which made it bad for the whole bunch. So this Sunday, I know far as for me, because I'm single, I'm going to the church to give me a good word and maybe a good thing. Ladies, you better watch out. But anyway, man, leave your comments, your posts below. Let me know what you think about, is it okay to holler in the church? But until then, remember, Christ is life, so keep it 100.
On guards, they got guns, look like I'm losing. They asked me, did I love Jesus before they start shooting? Holes all in my body, blood over my body. We all know how this gon' go. I ain't waking up in a Bugatti, in a new Bugatti. If